Building on her status as a legendary singer, many believe Whitney Houston's sudden death raises questions beyond the music world. Some suggest her passing was not just a tragic loss, but part of a deeper, more secretive agenda involving powerful groups. These theories propose that Houston's death could have been a ritual orchestrated by elites to manipulate public perception or uphold certain symbols. Critics point to the timing of her death, the circumstances surrounding it, and the prominence of her influence as reasons to explore these theories further. They argue that the entertainment industry and political spheres often intersect with hidden agendas that are not immediately visible to the public. By examining her death through this lens, some believe it reveals a pattern of covert acts aimed at controlling public figures or sending silent messages. Others see her passing as a possibility rooted in symbolism, crafted to serve a specific purpose that remains concealed from ordinary viewers. Because of her high profile and cultural significance, her death has become a focal point for questions about the mysterious ways in which world elites operate behind the scenes. Seeing her rise to fame, Whitney Houston achieved an extraordinary record that set her apart from many other artists. She became the only artist to produce 7 consecutive #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This incredible streak began with her hit, "Saving All My Love for You" in 1985, which quickly captured the attention of listeners everywhere. Over the next few years, she continued to produce chart-topping hits, including songs like "How Will I Know," "Greatest Love of All," and "I'm Your Baby Tonight," among others. Her success culminated in the release of "Where Do Broken Hearts Go" in 1988, which marked her 7th straight #1 song, solidifying her status as a music icon. This feat not only highlighted her remarkable talent and voice, but also her exceptional appeal to a diverse audience. Such consistent success demonstrated her ability to connect with people from different backgrounds and tastes, making her a household name worldwide. These chart-topping singles played a vital role in cementing her place as one of the most successful female artists of all time. Her record-setting streak remains unmatched in the industry, reflecting her lasting influence and the high regard in which she is held. Whitney Houston's achievement in chart success remains a shining example of her talent, determination, and broad appeal. Certainly, throughout her illustrious career, Whitney Houston received numerous awards and honors that recognized her extraordinary talent and influence. She was awarded 2 Emmy Awards, which highlighted her exceptional performances on television and her ability to connect with audiences through the small screen. Her 6 Grammy Awards stood as a testament to her musical excellence, covering categories such as pop, R&B, and gospel, and showcasing her versatility as an artist. Whitney also earned 16 Billboard Music Awards, reflecting her commercial success and consistent popularity in the music industry. In addition to these accolades, she earned a remarkable 28 Guinness World Records, emphasizing her record-breaking achievements in sales, performances, and overall impact. Her recognition extended beyond awards, as she was inducted into the Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame, honoring her contributions to R&B music, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, acknowledging her influence on the broader landscape of popular music. These honors serve as a permanent mark of her legacy, demonstrating her dedication, talent, and the profound effect she had on the music industry and pop culture as a whole. Whitney Houston's awards and honors not only celebrate her extraordinary achievements, but also ensure that her memory endures as one of the greatest artists of all time. In 1981, Whitney Houston made history by becoming the first black woman to appear on the cover of Seventeen magazine. This was a major achievement because it challenged the way people saw African American women in the media. At that time, it was uncommon to see women of color featured so prominently in popular magazines, especially in a mainstream publication aimed at teenagers and young women. Whitney's presence on the cover showed that beauty and talent could be recognized regardless of race, which helped break down stereotypes that kept black women from being equally represented. Her appearance on the magazine cover was more than just a piece of fashion. It was a statement that racial barriers in the fashion and entertainment industries could be challenged. Whitney Houston's role as a trailblazer went beyond her music success. She used her fame and influence to help open doors for other African American artists and models, encouraging future generations to pursue their dreams without being held back by discrimination. By breaking this racial barrier, she became a symbol of success and hope for women of color everywhere, proving that with talent and determination, they too could reach the highest levels of achievement. Her actions helped create a path for more diversity and representation in the media, inspiring many to follow her example and worked toward equality. Whitney Houston's bold steps in 1981 marked a significant moment in fighting racial stereotypes and changing perceptions across the entertainment industry, leaving a lasting impact that resonates to this day. Immediately after establishing herself as a powerful and influential singer, Whitney Houston made a significant move into the world of acting with her film debut in the movie The Bodyguard. Despite some initial controversy and mixed reactions, the film quickly gained popularity and became a cultural phenomenon. The story centered around a famous singer, played by Houston, who hires a bodyguard played by Kevin Costner to protect her from unwanted threats. The movie was not only a thrilling romance, but also a reflection of changing social norms, as it portrayed an interracial relationship between Houston's character and Costner's character. At that time, such relationships were not often shown in mainstream movies, which sparked both praise and criticism. Some people celebrated the film for its boldness and honesty, while others felt uncomfortable with its themes. Nevertheless, The Bodyguard's success at the box office and its popularity with audiences helped prove that Whitney Houston could excel beyond music, showing her versatility and talent as an actress. Her role in the film also helped to break down barriers for African American actresses in Hollywood, opening doors for more diverse stories and characters. The film's impact went beyond entertainment. It challenged social norms and redefined what it meant to be a celebrity, blending music, acting, and cultural influence into one remarkable achievement. Through her work in The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston not only gained new fans, but also demonstrated that she was capable of crossing over into different entertainment fields with grace and strength. Her film debut remains an important part of her legacy, highlighting her as a trailblazer who expanded the boundaries of what artists could do. Following her remarkable career, Whitney Houston achieved incredible success with the soundtrack for the film The Bodyguard. This particular album became the best-selling soundtrack of all time, a feat that showcased her extraordinary talent and solidified her place in music history. Her rendition of the song, I Will Always Love You, was especially famous, and it became one of her most memorable performances. The song broke numerous records and gained worldwide recognition, touching people in different countries and cultures. The success of the soundtrack emphasized how Whitney's singing could move listeners deeply, showing her unique ability to connect emotionally through her voice. Her powerful performance of I Will Always Love You became a defining moment in her career, earning her praise from critics and fans alike. It demonstrated her talent for delivering heartfelt emotion that resonated with audiences across the globe. The soundtrack's popularity also reflected her status as a true powerhouse in the music industry, capable of producing work that not only achieved commercial success, but also touched the soul. Her performance on this soundtrack remains a lasting symbol of her vocal strength and emotional depth. The success of the Bodyguard soundtrack was a significant milestone and a testament to her unparalleled ability to inspire and move audiences, leaving a permanent mark on music history. Certainly, as Whitney Houston's fame continued to rise through the 1980s and the 1990s, the pressures of being in the spotlight grew heavier. While she enjoyed incredible success with her powerful voice and hit songs, her personal life faced increasing challenges. The media was constantly watching her, and her struggles with addiction became a frequent topic of public discussion. Her relationships, often turbulent and private, were exaggerated and scrutinized, making it difficult for her to find peace or privacy. Despite her remarkable achievements in the music industry, these personal issues often overshadowed her accomplishments, drawing attention away from her talents. The pressure to maintain her glamorous image and meet public expectations took a toll on her mental health and overall well-being. She found herself trapped in a cycle where the demands of fame and her personal struggles collided, exposing the darker side of living as a celebrity. The more she tried to balance her career and private life, the more complicated it became, revealing the toll that fame can take on even the most talented and beloved artists. As her story progressed, it became clear that the glamour and success of her career came with significant personal sacrifices and struggles that deeply affected her life. Certainly, Whitney Houston's life was deeply affected by her close friendships, especially her relationship with Robin Crawford. From the early days, Robin was more than just a friend. She was Whitney's confidant, someone she trusted deeply. Their bond grew strong, and Robin became a stabilizing presence in Whitney's often tumultuous life. Many believed their friendship went beyond just companionship, and rumors circulated that they might have been romantically involved. However, neither Whitney nor Robin ever publicly confirmed these rumors, leaving their relationship open to interpretation. Despite the media scrutiny and gossip, the connection between Whitney and Robin remained one of the most significant relationships in her life. Robin offered Whitney unwavering support during difficult times, especially when she faced personal struggles and challenges in her career. Their friendship provided Whitney with a sense of stability and comfort that was vital to her well-being. Over the years, Robin was a constant in Whitney's life, standing by her side through public scrutiny and private pain. The bond they shared was a rare and precious one, giving Whitney a sense of friendship and loyalty that helped her face many hardships. This close friendship, full of trust and understanding, left an indelible mark on Whitney Houston's life, making it clear that Robin played a crucial role in her journey. After marrying Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston experienced a challenging and tumultuous period in her life. Their marriage was marked by intense ups and downs that often played out publicly, turning their relationship into a media sensation. The couple's story became a regular feature in tabloids, with headlines focusing on their arguments, substance abuse problems, and reported domestic disputes. These issues drew attention away from Whitney's successful career and overshadowed her achievements in music. Many people believe that Bobby Brown's presence in her life had a negative influence, and this added to the public perception of their relationship as unpredictable and troubled. However, Whitney later admitted that her problems with alcohol and drugs started before she even met Bobby. This meant that her struggles were not solely due to her marriage, but were part of a longer personal battle. Despite their difficulties, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown formed a partnership that was often described as volatile. Their relationship had a deep and lasting impact on both of their lives, shaping their personal struggles and influencing how others saw them. The relationship was a complicated chapter in Whitney's life, marked by both love and pain, and its effects continued long after they separated. Despite her struggles, Whitney Houston was deeply committed to helping others through her charitable efforts. She dedicated a significant part of her life to philanthropy, especially through her work with the Whitney Houston Foundation for Children. This foundation was created to raise funds and provide support for children who faced difficult challenges in life. Whitney knew what it was like to face personal difficulties, and this made her more determined to help children who needed assistance. The foundation focused on helping children affected by homelessness, cancer, AIDS, and other serious health or social issues. Whitney's efforts went beyond just giving money. She often participated personally in events and initiatives to raise awareness and encourage others to help. Her compassion and empathy were clear in everything she did, showing that behind her famous singing and glamorous image, she genuinely cared about making a positive difference. Her work with the foundation proved that she wanted to create a better future for vulnerable young people, giving them hope and support in their times of need. Even as she faced her own struggles, her commitment to charities remained strong, reflecting her true character and her desire to help those less fortunate. Through her charitable efforts, Whitney Houston demonstrated that kindness and compassion can make a real impact, inspiring many others to follow her example. Because she cared deeply about children, Whitney Houston used her music and her voice to support their needs and well-being. In her famous song, The Greatest Love of All, she sang about the importance of loving oneself, having confidence, and believing in personal strength. These messages resonated with children and adults alike, inspiring many to value themselves and seek happiness. Besides her music, Whitney dedicated herself to helping children through her charitable work. She often used her influence to raise awareness about children who faced serious health problems, showing her softer side and her sincere compassion. Her foundation focused on providing support and hope to children with severe health conditions, aiming to make their lives better and more joyful. This work demonstrated her heartfelt desire to make a positive difference in the lives of young people, especially those in difficult situations. Whitney Houston's dedication to children's causes was a true reflection of her caring personality and her wish to inspire kindness and self-empowerment in everyone. Her efforts went beyond her fame, showing her commitment to giving back and supporting the future generations. Her work for children remains an important part of her legacy, illustrating her love for and dedication to helping others in need. Growing up in a home filled with the sounds of gospel music, Whitney Houston's early life was deeply rooted in church singing and spiritual tradition. She often sang with her mother, which allowed her to develop her voice and gain confidence from a young age. Her mother, who was also a singer, encouraged her talents and nurtured her musical abilities, creating a strong connection to singing and performance. Additionally, she was influenced by her godmother, the legendary Aretha Franklin, who was a musical icon known for her soulful voice and powerful performances. These experiences and influences played a significant role in shaping Whitney's unique vocal style, which combined strength, emotion, and clarity. Her roots in gospel music not only contributed to her technical singing abilities, but also instilled in her a deep sense of spirituality and faith that she carried into her performances and recordings. From the beginning, Whitney's family environment established a strong foundation of passion, dedication, and love for music, qualities that would become essential elements of her career. Her early exposure to these musical traditions and spiritual values gave her the confidence and inspiration to pursue a professional singing career, leading her to become one of the most acclaimed vocalists of her time. As her fame grew, the power and emotion she learned from her gospel background remained a core part of her voice, helping her deliver performances that touched the hearts of millions around the world. Whitney Houston's journey from church choirs to global superstardom was deeply influenced by her musical roots, which continue to be celebrated as a vital part of her legacy. Starting with her early days, Whitney Houston's rise to fame was largely due to the guidance of Clive Davis, a highly respected and influential music executive. Davis saw the talent in Whitney from the beginning and played a crucial role in shaping her career. Recognizing her extraordinary voice, he helped her develop a style that would appeal to a wide audience. Although Whitney had a strong gospel background, Clive Davis advised her to focus on pop music. This decision was very important because it allowed her to reach mainstream audiences and become a global star. His influence helped her move beyond her gospel roots and create hits that became chart toppers. Under his direction, Whitney released some of her most iconic albums, which gained her fame and respect in the music world. Davis's support also helped her to choose the right songs and image, making her one of the most successful female vocalists ever. His understanding of the music industry and her potential made a big difference in her career. Clive Davis's guidance not only shaped her musical style, but also ensured her voice was known and appreciated worldwide. Thanks to his mentorship, Whitney Houston became an enduring legend whose music continues to be celebrated today. Initially, Whitney Houston's voice was perfectly suited for gospel music, and she was highly praised for her powerful and soulful singing that resonated deeply with church audiences and gospel enthusiasts. However, her mentor Clive Davis saw greater potential in her abilities. He encouraged her to transition into pop music, believing that her extraordinary talent could reach a larger and more diverse audience beyond gospel crowds. This shift was strategic and proved to be a turning point in her career. Once she embraced pop, Whitney Houston experienced unprecedented commercial success, breaking records and climbing charts worldwide. Her hit songs became instant classics, and her albums sold millions of copies. Moving into the pop world didn't mean she abandoned her roots in gospel. Instead, it added new dimensions to her voice and style, allowing her to blend genres effortlessly. Her versatility in handling both soulful ballads and upbeat pop songs made her stand out among other artists. Whitney's ability to cross musical boundaries made her a beloved figure not only in the United States but also around the world. As her popularity grew, she became a true pop icon, respected for her vocal talent, and admired for her ability to connect with fans of all ages and backgrounds. Her career reflects how a strategic move inspired by her mentor helped her reach heights that few artists could achieve, leaving a lasting legacy in the music industry. Whitney Houston's transition to pop opened doors for her to become a symbol of excellence in music, demonstrating her extraordinary talent and her unique ability to adapt and thrive in multiple genres. Her impact continues to influence artists today, and her music remains timeless for new generations. Immediately, it is clear that Whitney Houston's career was accompanied by a great deal of attention, not only to her musical achievements, but also to her personal life. Throughout her years in the spotlight, rumors circulated about her romantic relationships. Many of these rumors involved well-known figures, such as Eddie Murphy, a famous comedian and actor, who was frequently mentioned in connection with Houston. The media paid close attention to her private affairs, often speculating about her relationships and how they might influence her personal happiness and career. These rumors were not always based on facts, and were sometimes exaggerated to create more sensational stories. Nevertheless, they reflected a deeper truth about Houston's experience as a high-profile star under constant scrutiny. Fans and tabloids alike were eager to learn about her life behind the scenes, which led to widespread media coverage that focused heavily on her personal interactions. This intense attention often put pressure on Whitney Houston, making her personal life part of the public conversation, even as she tried to maintain her privacy. Despite these rumors, Houston remained a talented singer with a powerful voice and a successful career. Yet, the stories about her relationships continued to follow her, shaping how the public viewed her as both an artist and a person. Her life and career were forever intertwined with the rumors circulating about her affairs, including those involving famous personalities like Eddie Murphy. Such stories offered a glimpse into the challenges she faced in balancing her public image with her private life, often under a microscope that magnified every detail. In the end, these romantic rumors served as a reminder of how fame can bring immense attention, and sometimes intrusive curiosity, impacting even the most beloved stars. Houston's story is one of incredible talent and resilience amidst the unending spotlight, and its relentless focus on her personal life. The rumors, whether true or false, remained a part of her story as a celebrity who endured the pressures of fame with grace and strength. Certainly, after Whitney Houston married Bobby Brown, their relationship became one of the most looked at and talked about parts of her life. Media outlets and tabloids paid a lot of attention to their marriage, often focusing on the problems and struggles they faced. The couple's relationship was marked by many difficult moments, especially related to addiction and personal issues that they openly dealt with. These struggles were frequently reported in the news, and the constant coverage made their private problems seem like public spectacles. As a result, their marriage drew a lot of negative attention and often overshadowed Whitney's musical achievements and her talent. Over time, the ongoing issues affected Whitney's public image. Fans and the media started to see her not just as a gifted singer, but also as someone battling personal problems. Her once spotless reputation, built on her incredible voice and success, became tarnished by endless headlines filled with rumors, scandals, and concerns about her health and relationships. Despite her undeniable talent and the success she achieved throughout her career, her marriage challenges remained a prominent and often distressing part of her story, drawing attention away from her artistic legacy. These issues played a significant role in shaping public perception of Whitney Houston in her later years, making her personal life a subject of constant media scrutiny and speculation. Despite her immense success as a singer and actress, Whitney Houston faced many challenges that she openly addressed during her life. One of the most memorable moments in her public life came during a 2002 interview with Diane Sawyer. In this interview, Whitney made a bold and direct statement by saying, "Crack is whack." This statement quickly became a famous quote that symbolized her stance against drug use and showed her determination to speak out, despite the rumors and media speculation about her struggles with addiction. The interview allowed the world to see a different side of Whitney, revealing her vulnerabilities as well as her strength. She was honest about her battles with fame, personal pressures, and substance abuse, which she fought hard to overcome. Her words and actions during this interview demonstrated her courage and her desire to take control of her life, even amid difficult circumstances. This moment remains a powerful part of her legacy, reminding everyone of her resilience and the importance of speaking out against harmful habits. Whitney Houston's openness during the interview helped bring awareness to issues of addiction and personal struggle, making her more than just a star, but also an example of honesty and perseverance. Her ability to confront her problems head-on inspired many and contributed to her lasting influence in the world of music and beyond. Despite Whitney Houston's enormous talent and success, her appearance on the reality TV show Being Bobby Brown in 2005 had a significant negative effect on her image. The show was meant to follow her personal life and her marriage to Bobby Brown, but it ended up showing a different side of her. Instead of highlighting her beautiful voice and achievements, the show revealed moments of tension, conflict, and personal struggles. Many viewers and critics felt that the show used her difficulties for entertainment purposes, which they saw as unfair and exploitative. This exposure placed Whitney in an unflattering light, making her seem more vulnerable and troubled than the public had previously understood. As a result, her reputation was affected because the show pointed out her personal problems in a way that many believed was unnecessary and invasive. The series left a lasting mark on how people viewed her, making her seem like a celebrity facing many personal challenges, rather than just a talented singer. It contributed to the public perception of her as someone struggling with inner issues, and for many, it changed the way they saw her in both her personal and professional life. Even today, her appearance on the show is remembered as a moment when her private struggles were put on display for all to see, impacting her legacy in a profound way. After rising to fame with her powerful voice and soulful performances, Whitney Houston faced ongoing struggles with substance abuse that shattered her career and personal life. Despite her immense talent and the support of her family and friends, her battle with addiction persisted for many years. She made multiple efforts to seek help, entering treatment programs hoping to find relief from her problems, but the pressures of her fame and personal difficulties made it hard to stay clean for long. Her addiction took a toll on her health, weakening her physically and affecting her emotional well-being. These challenges also impacted her career, causing missed opportunities and affecting her performances on stage and in recordings. Her relationships with loved ones were strained by her ongoing difficulties, as addiction created distance and pain within her close circles. The cycle of trying to recover and then relapsing became a tragic pattern that defined much of her later life. Unfortunately, her struggles with substance abuse became a significant part of her story. Years of fighting to overcome her addiction only to find herself trapped in a cycle that was difficult to break. Despite her incredible talent and achievements, her personal battles remained a constant and painful element of her life's journey. After a long and successful career filled with unforgettable songs and powerful performances, Whitney Houston's life came to a tragic end on February 11, 2012. On that day, she was found dead in her hotel room, submerged in a bathtub. Her sudden passing shocked millions of fans around the world who had loved her voice and her music. Many found it hard to believe that such a talented and influential artist had left them so abruptly. The news spread quickly, and people from different countries mourned her loss. Alongside the grief, there were many rumors and theories about what caused her death, which only deepened the tragedy and created a lot of speculation. Some believed that her struggles with addiction and personal problems played a part, while others wondered about the circumstances in which she was found. Despite the sadness, her death led to a moment of reflection about her incredible life and the legacy she left behind. Whitney Houston was not just a great singer, but also a symbol of hope, power, and resilience for many. Her songs continue to inspire new generations, and her influence on music and culture remains profound. Fans and fellow artists remember her voice, her strength, and the mark she made on the world. As her story is remembered, it also serves as a reminder of the importance of health and support for those struggling in their lives. Whitney Houston's untimely death remains a significant event in music history, and her legacy continues to resonate with people everywhere. After Whitney Houston's death, her music experienced a remarkable revival that surprised many. Her albums and singles, which had already been popular during her lifetime, began climbing the charts again and reaching new audiences. Fans around the world revisited her songs, remembering her beautiful voice and powerful performances. New listeners who had not heard her music before discovered her timeless hits and appreciated her talent. This resurgence showed that her influence was still very strong, and that her music remained relevant even after she was gone. Her songs became symbols of her enduring legacy, and her impact on the music industry continued to grow. The fame she gained after her death proved that her contributions to music would be celebrated for many years. Fans and music lovers alike kept her memory alive by sharing her work and singing her songs. Her posthumous fame became a testament to her lasting importance in the world of music, and her ability to touch people's hearts long after her passing. This renewed appreciation for her music ensured that her position as one of the greatest singers would never be forgotten, and that her legacy would continue to inspire future generations. Despite the challenges and controversies that marked her later years, Whitney Houston's contributions to music and film remain unparalleled. Her voice was unique and powerful, capable of filling a room and touching the hearts of listeners around the world. She brought a new level of emotion and depth to every song she performed, making her one of the most celebrated singers in history. Whitney's style combined soulful singing with a modern pop sound that appealed to many generations. Her charisma and stage presence also made her a beloved figure, drawing fans closer to her performances. Although she faced personal struggles, her talent never faded. Her musical achievements include numerous hits and awards that show her influence and success. Whitney Houston set a high standard in both the music and film industries with her performances. Her role in movies added to her fame, demonstrating her versatility as an artist. Today, her legacy is a testament to the power of music and the impact of an artist who transcended boundaries. She inspired many singers who came after her and changed the way people think about soulful music. Whitney Houston will always be remembered not for her difficulties, but for her extraordinary talent, her remarkable voice, and her lasting contribution to entertainment. Her memory continues to live on through her recordings and the influence she had on the world. The impression she made is deep and lasting, ensuring her place in history for generations to come. Because of all these points, the idea that Whitney Houston's death was a ritual performed by elites remains a compelling topic for many. While there is no concrete evidence to prove this theory, the questions it raises force us to think about the power and influence held by those behind the scenes. It reminds us that public figures like Houston are often seen as symbols beyond their music, and their lives can be intertwined with larger, unseen agendas. In the end, her death continues to inspire discussions about how much we truly know about the hidden forces that may shape the events we witness. These debates highlight the importance of questioning and seeking truth in a world filled with mysteries that often seem just out of reach. The story of Whitney Houston's passing may forever be shrouded in suspicion, but it also opens the door to a broader conversation about transparency, influence, and the secrets kept from the public